I went on a gaming PC Discord server and found the best setups to rate. But before we continue, shoutouts to Braden Goblick and the comment from Samir Sadiq. If you want to be shouted out, all you need to do is subscribe. Or leave a comment down below for videos you want to see. It really helps me out, so you should. Alright everyone, I have the screenshots for all the best gaming setups I could find, and I'm going to be rating them from a scale from 1 to 10. And before I continue, I just want to say that these are strongly my opinions, and you guys can disagree with me. Also, I just want to say I don't have the specs, sadly, for the PCs, such as the graphics cards they are using and the CPUs. So with all that being said, let's get into it. And here is the first setup. We got a black setup over here, and then we got a white setup. It kind of reminds me of the yin-yang symbol. If you guys don't know what I mean, here it is on the screen. Get it? Because it looks like the symbol with one side being black and the other side being white, you know? Yeah, you guys get my point. On the black setup, we got some curved monitor. And I really like curved monitors, you know, it's the only way you gotta go with a streaming setup. We got another monitor there for maybe checking the chat or something. Some headset, like maybe some sort of Audio-Technica headset. We got a Blue Yeti microphone with a Govee lamp, and then some blue RGB going around it to go with the PC on the other side. We got some sort of keyboard there, I can't really see the branding, and then a honeycomb-shaped mouse with some fake plants bringing out some color. And then you got your generic gaming chairs, you know, nothing special, it's just a gaming chair. And then on the white setup, you got an RGB keyboard, which looks really, really nice. You know, has RGB like I said. And I think that this setup over here is just more of an editing setup because it has like one little monitor and it's not really that good for gaming in my opinion. Overall, I'm going to give this setup a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty clean setup, but it does have some issues. The first issue is I wish it was more like this setup over here should be on the other side of the wall, and then that setup should be on the other side of the wall. So that way there's a little bit more room because it's opposite colors, guys. Come on. And then the PC, I would have liked it if it had a white case to go with the blue, and it's on the white table, so it should be white. Coming in at number 2 is this gaming setup, and holy crap, this is one of the best setups I've seen in a while. I love the simplicity and minimalistic way they made this setup. First of all, you got some Nanoleafs up here. I think that's what they're called. They are super nice with that white wall. And then you got a white case. I think that's a 3080 he's running in there. I'm not too sure. I just think that's what he's running. If that's the case, that's a really good GPU. Some sort of Logitech mouse right there. A nice mouse pad. A nice desk, but ooh. I could see some loose cables down there. Not the best cable management in the world. You got a really nice keyboard. I know that's mechanical. I've seen that. You got a 2 monitor setup. You know, your standard, you know. You got an ergonomic chair right here. I would love to have an ergonomic chair, but I don't. You got this really nice clock here, which is super unique. And I don't really know where to buy it. I'll just maybe find it somewhere on Amazon. And then this really cool looking rack thing here that holds these fake plants. Now, I've not seen something like this in a gaming setup. Very unique. This setup overall is one of the best I've seen in a while. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 is because of those loose cables. Here is the third setup. You got your standard doubled monitor setup, you know, classic again. A mechanical keyboard, and then I think that's a Razer mouse. I think that might be like a Razer Death Adder or something. It looks like a Razer Death Adder. You got this really nice brick wall. I know that's a fake brick wall, but it really brings out the popping style of it. And then you got this like Govee like light strip. I've been wanting this in my room for a long time. You can change it to RGB colors, but I think I would keep it on like a standard color. And then over here, you got this like random J over here. I don't know why it's quirky, I guess. I don't really know why it's there, but it kind of just makes it look offsetting. You got a gaming chair here. It's red. I don't really like red gaming chair, but you got the PC in the back. You can't really see because of the chair. I guess that's cool. And then you got this desk here. I'm gonna give this a solid 8 out of 10. It was quick and easy to rate. There's nothing really wrong with it. Maybe getting rid of a few things like that J there, and maybe mounting the monitors on the wall, but that's pretty much it. And whoa, this setup is pretty clean. I like how it's simple, but what are those cables down there? Look at this. Why did this guy do that? Why didn't he take the time to get a cable rack and then neatly make his cables look nice? He has a little piece of wood to make it so the carpet doesn't come and interfere. And yeah, that's a pretty good thing to do if you have a carpeted floor, but you could have done it a little bit nicer or a better way. You got a pretty nice desk here, and then you got a pretty good microphone. It's a HyperX Quadcast S, which is like basically the upgraded version of my microphone. You got a really nice monitor setup. It's like a slightly curved monitor with one of those other streaming monitors. It has a really good mouse. I think it's a mouse by Glorious. And then you got another mechanical keyboard and then a headset. And yeah, it's not the nicest setup underneath, but on top it's pretty nice. It has some nice windows in the background. You know what? No, I'm gonna give this setup a 7.5 out of 10. Now, why I'm giving a 7.5 out of 10? Because the cables do interfere a little bit, and it's just kind of a basic setup. Now, here is the last setup I'm going to be looking at, and whoa, this is a really insane setup. Look at that PC. Look at the triple monitor setup. I kind of like the double monitor setup, but I'm not here to complain. He has a stream deck on his table, which means he's a streamer also because he has a webcam. He has a controller right there. I think that's an Xbox controller. I think he also has a Razer Viper Mini. I don't know if that's Razer or Logitech. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. There's that same mechanical keyboard we saw in one of the other ones. And there's the Rode Pod mic, which is also a really good starter mic. There's his headset right on the boom arm. And speaking of boom arm, that's a really interesting boom arm he has there. Kind of just like some poles together. Can you actually buy this? Alright, that's pretty interesting. You got your standard mouse pad, a curved desk, a sick looking PC with that little lightning bolt light there, and a nice looking gaming chair. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this setup a 9.5. Now, why I'm not giving it a 10 is because I like double monitor setups better, and there isn't really that much light. It's kind of dark. Maybe if you had some RGB lights behind the setup. Not that I can see. There's no cables, and this is a really clean setup. One of the best I've seen so far. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and comment down below if I should make a Discord server, so that way you guys can post your gaming setups and hey, I might be able to rate them.